Lesson 65. Sometimes when I'm using voice to text and I say lesson 65 or lesson 45 or whatever, it'll say less than. I'm like, come on, we're on lesson 65, smartphone. You should know this by now. It's not less than, it's lesson. So anyways, I have to really articulate my words. My only function is the one God gave me. All right, we are getting down to business now. Good job making it this far with me. I assume I'm talking to you in the future. Brad's the only one who can keep up right now, but I assume someday this is going to reach you in the year like 2037, and I'm happy that you're here. If I'm still alive, reach out, say hi. Anyways, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, we're getting serious now. Like, this lesson to me basically was this: take it or leave it. not quite, but it was also kind of like, listen, if you want to, how did it say it? It was like so freaking amazing too. If you want to claim your place, this is the only way in which you can take your rightful place among the saviors of the world. Did you ever fully commit yourself to anything? Right? Like, now I can actually say that I do and have. I am psychotic in that regard, that like if I say I'm going to do something, you best bet I'm probably going to do it. Like, I mean, I could literally be like, oh my gosh, I could literally be a zombie at the end of this year, but I will finish this year of A Course in Miracles because I said I would do it. You know, like, I'm just that type of person. Like, oh, if I said I was going to do it, we're doing it, you know. I like to be that way. So that will actually really serve me now if I can 100% say, my only function is the one that God gave me. I want no other, and I have no other. Like, literally bring out the tunnel vision for the function that God has given me. So there's a lot of great suggestions in today's lesson. I have 2 videos talking about this lesson, or read it in your book or read it in your app, which I have not even opened the app since like lesson 22. Apparently I don't need the app when I have a real book, but I keep the app on my phone just in case I need to reference, or I don't know, just in case. But anyways, there was some good suggestions, like when we do sit to like think about this, to really consider what this means. You know, we'll get thoughts that are trying to interfere with this. Like, well, how can that be your true purpose? You need to buy a house. Or how can that be your true purpose? Like, you have to do this, this, and that. So then I would say, this thought reflects a goal that is preventing me from accepting my only function. So in a lot of ways, it's not really realistic to live like this. But that's like what the Holy Spirit's asking us to do, really. Or at least nothing else. I would say clean the slate, like it says. Get rid of these thoughts. At least entertain. At least today, entertain the idea that my only function is the one God gave me. I want no other function. I have no other function. Like, this is what I am doing. And then clear out the clutter and say, on this clean slate, let my true function be written for me. It's not my ego making up stupid shit for me to do. Like, I want my true function now. All right, gonna hand the mic over to Jesus. Tina J. Journey into expansion is what Jesus wanted to talk about. Because, yeah, I mean, like, we are, like, leveling up, absolutely, with this lesson number 65. Awaken and assist your brothers is your true purpose. Apparently, a new way to write awaken is awankin. Hey, man, whatever. Awaken, awankin, whatever you need to do. But your true purpose is to assist your brothers and sisters and work towards your real goal, not chasing idols. So Jesus did take some time today to be like, Yeah, you think you want the new car, even though it's a $500 payment every month. You think everyone's going to think you're sexy and going to love you more and finally see your worthiness. So these idols that we chase are materialistic and body images mostly, and it totally distracts us and interferes with us working towards our real goal, the one that God gave us. So get excited. We are journeying into expansion. We are going to awaken and assist our brothers and sisters as our true purpose. Yep, that guy's a real wankener. But he assists me. He's very handy. All right. So anyways, yeah, this really did touch upon my life too, because like in a lot of ways I am chasing idols right now. You know, it's like looking for a house, a place to live. And it's like, oh man, there's definitely different calibers of houses. I don't know if you've noticed, but like some of them you're like, oh shit, like, okay, like that's, yeah, that don't look so good. And then you see other houses, you're like, okay, I would be respected in that house. Yeah, but it's $150,000, you know? So it's very interesting week with ego and chasing idols and, you know, body image too. We talked about this the other day. Look at me, I have straight hair now, but I'll tell you what, once I got kind of used to like being able to run my fingers through it and it doesn't get as crazy. See, this is me using my body though to get more respect. I don't have the crazy curls. People can't say, oh, look at her, she batshit crazy. Now, we all know I still am, but with this straight hair, I look like, you know, I could work at the bank. Anyways, you know what you can take to the bank? This cookie! My only cookie is the one God gave me, okay? That's my only cookie. I want no other. I have no other. I just want God's cookie. Okay? All the other cookies are just distractions and interferences from my true cookie. Got it? Good. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 65, Insights. My only function is the one God gave me. The mindfulness practice today is one of the most important practices for me to continue. It helps me step out of automatic mode and pay attention to the thoughts that I am allowing into my mind. These thoughts are not forced upon me. They come by invitation, whether I recognize it or not. Dwelling on these thoughts or sitting in these thoughts only reinforces them. If I truly want to be aware of the function God has given me, I must recognize other goals as the barriers they are and be willing to hand them over to the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit shines the light of truth on them, they are seen as empty, meaningless thoughts. As these thoughts disappear, peace replaces them. Quiet replaces them. Awareness that love is all that is replaces them. Happiness that comes from the deepest place within me replaces them. Practicing the exercise in today's lesson brings to my attention how much I still need continued mind training. Thoughts of meaningless stories which replace my awareness of the function God gave me come up again and again. The practice of taking each of these thoughts to the Holy Spirit to be undone is a very important practice. My untrained mind still wants to make the stories real. Thoughts repeating the past come up, and I am still attracted to believe in them. This practice is so powerful. I have deep gratitude that I have such a beautiful and simple means to awaken right here in my mind. There is nothing in the outside world that can give this to me or take it away. I am willing to stick with this practice and gradually My willingness will expand day by day so that the function God gave me will be the only one I want and the only one I need. Mind training that heals my mind is, as Jesus suggests today, to sink deeply, deeply into the silence of my true being. The healing is beyond thoughts, beyond worries. In this place of deep quiet and deep peace, there I am. In this place, I am renewed. And as I return to the world of perception, I bring that deep quiet, that deep calm, that deep peace with me. I am so blessed when I am willing to quiet my mind and enter into the stillness of my being. I know that as I follow the suggestion Jesus makes to state the lesson and move beyond all words, Jesus guides me as I sink deeply into the deep well of my true being. This deep peace and deep sense of calm, nurturing love feels more whole and more real to me each time I remember who I am. In the one mind, there is no need for healing or for doing. There is only my being, and I am whole. As I relate to today's idea, I clearly see in this life experience that all the goals I have invented for myself have one thing in common. They serve or attempt to serve to fill or fulfill anything I think is lacking within myself. Planning for my own salvation through a limited perspective can call for lots of struggle and pain. In the whirlwind of this illusory experience, I forget what each moment is for. And as I forget, I slip back into the bizarre idea that I am alone and need to save myself. I need to make plans for my future. I need to punish myself for my past. And I always need to make sure that I am not at peace in the present. Forgiveness is the door to happiness, the happiness which we are all trying to achieve. There is nothing unholy about wanting happiness and joy. It's just if we realize that we are not sustaining it in every moment, it might be helpful to accept that this is a result of setting goals about a business we don't understand. It's at this point that I can say I'm grateful for a friend, one the Course refers to as the Holy Spirit, the expert advisor, whose only goal is to share happiness with us. One who remembers in every moment that happiness is now and that we are happiness. The only thing that keeps us from sharing it is holding on to the limited ideas about ourselves. If we can accept this as true, then it's a relief and celebration that forgiveness is our only function. It's a relief to know that every moment or any moment need not be dedicated to planning my own salvation. So this means I'm free each moment I allow myself to live in this truth. My experiences aren't spent seeking that which fulfills me, but instead, all my moments are filled with joy simply because I am assured that joy is mine and mine to share. I can't make it happen because it is already happening. The question is, am I willing to be with it and trust it, to know it, to love it, and be certain that this way of life can be far more exciting than any of us together can possibly imagine? Yes, I am willing. As I watched my mind and the thoughts that paraded through it, I was struck by the sense that pervades this world, that the body is innately sinful and unacceptable as it is. The fashion, cosmetic, and toiletries industry represent a huge part of our economy. Great effort is spent to cover up, paint, decorate, reshape, and hide the body. Much of our time is either spent investing in these things, using them, or earning the money to get them. These are some of the goals that interfere with accepting the goal God gave us. The body is believed to be sinful only because we believe ourselves to be sinful and we identify with the body. It is the underlying belief that we have harmed God by separating from Him that manifests as embarrassment about the body and its image. It's not the body that is the problem or needs to be fixed or covered up. It is the belief that we really separated from God that needs healing. That is why the function given us by God in this world is to forgive ourselves for what we did not do in truth, but believe we have done. This is how we save ourselves and save the world. This is how we accept our unity with God and receive His joy and His peace. This is how we give joy and peace to the world. I put myself in the hands of Holy Spirit today to let Him guide my mind to see what is truly valuable and what is valueless because it is meaningless. He will guide me to the joy of fulfilling my only function. pathwaysoflight.org. Woo! I know, that went on and on and on like a lot of them do. I know, like 10 minutes is a long time. You don't have to tell me. I'm the one who sits there in the morning and tries to read consecutively for 10 minutes without screwing up any words. I know how long it is, okay? But it's good. It's good to like just sit with these people, whoever they are, sharing their experiences because it's super relatable because we're going through the same thing. Some days we've got it good. Other days we're like, what the flippity flop? And so, yeah, I love the Pathways of Light. So thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you're getting happier. I hope you're getting more like, okay, wait, what did it say? Okay, we'll end here. Something that really stuck out to me. Where was it? No, that was good. At the end of this lesson, it said, it is what you see now that will be totally changed when you accept today's idea completely. So when we look around ourselves, all of this is going to totally change once we accept today's idea. But that isn't what I wanted to read out loud to you. Look at me trying to talk real slow so that I can find what I'm looking for. I don't know. Where is it? It was about finding relief, I thought. Yeah. Where was it? I don't know. Sadie, this is bad. Okay, here it is. It's in bold print. That's why I couldn't see it. Today's idea offers you escape from all your perceived difficulties. Doesn't that sound good? It places the key to the door of peace. Hey, that door should have been open, but I closed it. You closed it. We closed it upon ourselves. But now we're holding this key in our own hands. It gives you the answer to all the searching you have done since time began. Just to let you know how old your soul is. Like, that's why you're so friggin' tired. Because you've been searching since the beginning of time. And now we're going to really feel such relief. Salvation. Oh my gosh, you guys. I really felt like there was another part too. But yeah, here's what we have to do. We have to have full acceptance of salvation as our only function. Okay? So that means, I know that salvation is my function, my only function, the one that God gave me. Second part of that is I have to relinquish all the other goals that I have set for myself. Invented. They use the word invented. That's so good. That I have invented for myself. Yeah. So anyways, that's it. It's a good lesson. I hope you have a book. If not, let me know. I'll buy you one. You get a book, and you get a book, and you get a book. Everybody needs to get a Course in Miracles book, really. It's a very interesting read, and it's changing my life, and I hope that it's helping yours too. And I keep looking for this other part that I thought I read in this lesson, but I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna end right here.